Please check the solution for your previous assignment. First main, show the following numbers on the number line. Question number A, it was 1.9. So 1.9, it is more than 1, less than 2. So on the number line, you will start from 1, then you will divide into 10 equal parts till 2. So from 1, if you start counting, then 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. Next it is 0.2. So it is more than 0, less than 1. So from 0 to 1, the number line has been divided into 10 equal parts. So after 0, it is 0.1, then 0.2. Here it is 0. Second main, write each of the following as decimals. So question number A, the answer is 725.374. B, the answer is 0.764. C, the answer is 137.05. Here I have written the answers directly. I hope you all have placed the digits in the place value chart and then got the answer. D, it was 4 1 by 2. So if you convert it into improper fraction, it will be 9 by 2. As in the denominator it is 2, so you have to multiply by 5 in the numerator and the denominator. So it has become 45 by 10. So in decimals it will be 4.5. E, it is 18 by 5. As in the denominator it is 5, you have to multiply by 2 in the numerator and the denominator. So the fraction has become 36 by 10. So in decimals it will be 3.6. Third main, write as fractions in the lowest terms. Question number A, 0.05. So it will be 5 by 100. So now both are divisible by 5. If you simplify, it will be 1 by 20. Next, 21.2. So it is 212 by 10. Both are divisible by 2. So after simplification, it will be 106 by 5. C, 0.066. So it is 66 by 1000. If you divide numerator and the denominator both by 2, it will be 33 by 500. D, it is 1.0. So after decimal, only 1 0. If you consider the 0, then you have to write 10 by 10. Divide both the numerator and the denominator by 10, it will be 1 by 1 equals to 1. But if you think 1.0 means what? It is nothing but 1. Any whole number, then decimal, after that 0 gives you that number itself, the whole number. I just wanted to show you how you are getting the whole number 1. Fourth main, write the following decimals in the place value table. Question number 8 was 14.83. So 1 will be in tens, 4 will be in ones, decimal point, 8 will come in tens place and 3 will come in hundredths place. B, it is 5370.93. So 5 will be in thousands place, 3 will be in hundreds place, 7 will be in tens place, 0 will be in ones place, decimal point, then 9 will come in tenths place and 3 will come in hundredths place. C, 7.190. So 7 in ones place, then decimal point, then 1 will be in tenths place, 9 will be in hundredths place, 0 will be in thousands place. Fifth main, write each of the following decimals in figures. First one, A, 7.76, B, 0.05, C, 124.425, and D, it is 58.63. Next main, express in kilometers using decimals. So here it is given in meter, you have to convert it into kilometer. So you know 1 kilometer means 1000 meter. We can express it 8888 by 1000 kilometer. So your decimal point will be shifted after 3 place from the right. So it will be 8.888. Here it is 70 kilometer, 50 meter. So 70 will be as it is 5 by 1000 kilometer. So 70.005 kilometer. Now we will start our lesson decimals. Here you can see I have written two decimals, 63.84 and 57.98. We will compare them. So to compare decimals, what we have to do, we have to first check the whole parts. So here you can see the whole part for the first decimal is 63 and the whole part for the second decimal is 57. Compare them. If we compare, it is very much clear that 63 is greater than 57. So after comparing the whole parts, we can write that 63 is greater than 57. So here whole parts are enough to compare. Means we can write that 63.84 is greater than 57.98. So while comparing the decimals, we have to check whole parts first. If the whole part is enough to decide, we can write off that which decimal is greater than the other one or which one is lesser than the other one. Now, if the whole parts are equal, then what we will do? So let's take an example. Look at these decimals here. It is 24.7 and 24.58. We have to compare them. As we have discussed in the previous sum, first we will check the whole part. Both the decimals are having equal whole part. So here it is 24, here is also it is 24. If the whole parts are equal, then you have to compare the tens place. If tens place are also equal, then you have to check the hundredths place and so on. Before that, look at here 24.7 and it is 24.58. So after the decimal point, how many digits are here? Here it is only one digit and that is 7. Here there are 2 digits. So first you convert them into like decimals. After converting them into like decimals, you will follow the method. So 24.7, I can insert 1 0, make the number of digits 2. So 24.70 and here it is 24.58. Now compare them. In the tenths place it is 7, here it is 5 here. So 7 tenths is greater than 5 tenths. So you can write it. So therefore 24.70 is greater than 24.58. So therefore 24.7 is greater than 24.58 because 24.7 is the given fraction. So we have written in that form. Now work out this sum. Which is greater, 0.3 or 0.4? So as we have discussed, you have to compare first the whole part. So in the whole part you can see both the numbers, both the decimals are having 0. Next you have to compare the tens place. So here it is 3 and here it is 4. So 4 is greater than 3. So 0.4 is greater than 0.3. Yes? Look at the next question. It is 0.03 and 0.02. So whole parts are having 0. Next we will compare the tens place. That is also equal, 0. We will go for hundredths place. So it is having 3 here. Here it is 2. So 3 is greater than 2. So therefore 0.03 is greater than 0.02. Look at the question number C. It is 3 or 0.8. Which one is greater? 3 means 3 is a whole number. So 3.0, if we convert it into like decimals, we can write it 3.0. Here it is 0.8. If we compare the whole part, 3 is greater than 0. So we can say that 3.0 is greater than 0.8. D. 1.23 or 1.2. Who is greater here? So just convert it into like decimals. So here it is 1.23. So 1.2 we can make it as 1.20 because the whole parts are equal. Tenths place is also equal. We have to go for hundredths place. So here it is 3 and here it is 0. So 3 is greater than 0. So we can write it 1.23 is greater than 1.2. Now we will arrange decimals in ascending order. So here you can see the decimals 7.3, 8.73, 73.03, 7.33, 8.073. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 decimals are there. We have to arrange them in ascending order. So before arranging, you have to convert all the decimals in like decimals. You can see 8.073. So after decimal point, there are 3 places. Whereas 7.3, it is having only 1 place. So to compare the decimals, the first thing you have to convert them into like decimals. Like decimals means after the decimal point, they will have same number of digits. So let's convert it. So 7.300, 8.730, 73.030, 7.330, 8.073. I hope you are clear. Now we will start comparing. So here it is 7.300. Here it is 7.330. Rest of the numbers, it is 8.730. Here 8.073 and this one is 73.030. So 73.030 is the greatest one. So we have to arrange it in ascending order. So we will go for the smallest one. So 7.300 and 7.330. Who is smallest? Here the whole part is same. 10th place is also same. We will go for 100th place. So here it is 0. Here it is 3. So 7.300 is the smallest one. Next smallest, it will be 7.330. Yes. Let's go for 8.730 and 8.073. So whole part is same, but the 10th place, here it is 7, here it is 0. So 8.073 is smaller than 8.730. So I hope you are clear to write in ascending order. So you can see that 7.300 is less than 7.33. It is less than 8.073, it is less than 8.730, and the greatest number is in the last position. So we can write in ascending order with the given fractions. So 7.3, then 7.33, then 8.073, then 8.73, then 73.03. Now we will do addition for decimals. Look at the example here. Add 27.8 plus 46.09 plus 685.7. If you look at the add-ins here, you can see 46.09. So after decimal point, 2 places, whereas 27.8 only 1 place. Even 685.7 here is also 1 place. So while doing addition for decimals, we will convert them into like decimals, means we will keep the same number of digits after the decimal point. So let's do that part first. After 8, I have added 10 here, and even 0.7, I made it 0.70. So all the add-ins are having same number of digits after the decimal point. Next step, what we will do? We will arrange them in columns. How? We will keep the decimal point of the all add-ins in the same column and the digits of the same place in the same column. Look at here, 27.80. So here is my decimal point. So for all the add-ins, we will keep the decimal point in this column itself. So 46.09. So decimal point should be in the fixed place. Here 685.70. So arranging of add-ins are over. Now we will do the addition. So what we have done here, we have arranged all the add-ins in column form, keeping the decimal point in the same place. You can see here. And we have placed the digit in their correct places. So if you think of before decimal point, it is ones, it is tenths, it is hundreds, and even after decimal it is 10th place, this is 100th place. We have to follow. So now our arrangement is over, so we will do out the addition. So addition means what you have learned for whole numbers, the same way we will do the addition. And after doing the addition, you will place the digits here and the decimal point will come down to the same place. So how does it look? See here, the sum is 75959. The decimal point will be placed as it was for add-ins. I hope you are clear. We will do some more sums and it will be much more clear to you. Now work out this sum. It is 0.007 plus 8.5 plus 30.08. So the first thing I told, convert it into like decimals. After the decimal point, you have to take 3 digits because you can see 0.007. This is the maximum number of digits after the decimal. So here it is 8.5, here it is 30.08. So please convert it into like decimals. So here you can see 8.5 became 8.500. 30.08 became 30.080. Now arrange them. Go for 8.500. Next 30.080. So after the decimal point you have 3 places. If you keep this part properly, automatically your ones and tens will also be correct. Now you have to add all these add-ins. It's a simple addition. Wherever it is carryover, you have to carry. Finish off. And from the right, take 3 steps and place your decimal point. That's all. So it is 38.587. Write down sum equals to 38.587. Here it is not at all carryover. Very simple. 7 plus 0 plus 0 gives you 7. 0 plus 0 plus 8 gives you 8. 0 plus 5 plus 0, it is 5. 0 plus 8 plus 0 gives you 8. 3 will come down. Work out one more sum here. It is 15 plus 0.632 plus 13.8. So 0.632, after the decimal point, 3 places are here. Make all the add-ins like this. So what can you write for 15? 15 is a whole number, so we can write it 15.000. So please make all the add-ins in the form of a like decimal. So you can see here 15 became 15.000 plus 0.632 as it is. Here 13.8 became 13.800. Now we will arrange them. So 15.000, you can see here 0.632. So decimal point will come down in the same place, and here 632 on the left, your 0. Now 13.800. So the place of decimal point is very much important. Keep that place fixed, and on the right will be the decimal part and the left will be the whole part. Now you have to do the addition. It's simple addition. You have done in many sums, like the same way we'll do. So here the sum is 29.432. 0 plus 2 plus 0 gives you 2. 0 plus 3 plus 0 gives you 3. 0 plus 6 plus 8 gives you 14. So 4 will be here, 1 will be carried over. So 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 1 plus 1 gives you 2. And from the right, 1, 2, 3. Skip 3 digits and place the decimal point as it is given for the add-ins. So sum equals to 29.432. Work out one more sum. 280.69 plus 25.2 plus 38. So 280.69, after the decimal there are 2 places. 25.2, here is only 1 place. 38 is a whole number. So just convert it into like decimals. So 280.69 as it is 25.20, and 38 became 38.00. Now we will arrange them. So first you will write 280.69. Now go for 25.20. So 5 will be in ones place, 2 will be tens place, then your decimal point, then 2 here 10th place, 0 will be in 100th place. 38.00. Have you done? Yes. Now we will add them and write down. And place the decimal point as it is given for the add-ins. Means from the right, take 2 places and then place your decimal point. So it is 343.89. Write down sum equals to 343.89. Look at the verbal sum here. Rashid spent rupees 35.75 for maths book and rupees 32.60 for science book. Find the total amount spent by Rashid. So money spent for maths book, it is rupees 35.75 and for science book it is 32.60. So you have to find out the total amount spent by Rashid. So we have to add these two amounts and get the total amount. So what we can write? Rashid spent for maths book it is rupees 35.75. For science book it is rupees 32.60. So you have to add these two values and get the total amount. So total amount he spent, you have to add 35.75 and 32.60. It has been arranged in proper order. So it is addition of decimals. Follow how we have done and write down the value. So it is rupees 68.35. So you can write the final answer. Total amount spent by Rashid is rupees 68.35. Addition is nothing but the addition of whole numbers. Place the decimal point in the correct place. Look at this sum. Sunita travelled 15 km 268 meter by bus, 7 km 7 meter by car and 500 meter on foot in order to reach her school. How far is her school from her residence? So she travelled 15 km 268 meter by bus, then 7 km 7 meter by car and 500 meter on foot in order to reach her school. So how far is her school from her residence? What do you have to do? If you add the distance traveled by bus, traveled by car and on foot, you will get the total distance from her residence to school. So here you can see she traveled by bus, it is 15 km 268 meter. So it is given kilometer and meter together. You can convert it into decimal. Yes, we have done that kind of sum. So 15 km 268 meter, we will convert it into kilometer. You know 1000 meter means 1 kilometer. So let's do that part first. So Sunita travelled by bus. It is 15 km 268 meter. So meter to kilometer, we have to divide meter by 1000. So it is 268 by 1000 kilometer. So 15 will be as it is, 268 by 1000. So decimal point will be how many places? 1000 is having 3 zeros. So 1 here you can see 1, 2, 3. So it is taking 1, 2, 3. Then the decimal point. So the total kilometer will be 15.268 kilometer. Now by car, how far it is? 7 km 7 meter. So 7 meter means 7 by 1000 kilometer. So 7.00 kilometer. On foot, how far? 500 meter. So 500 meter means 500 by 1000. So it is 0.500 kilometer. So the only thing we have done, we have converted completely in kilometers. Now we will add and we will get the total distance. Now we will arrange them in column properly and find out the total distance by adding. So here you can see the sum is 22.775. So the final answer you can write total distance equals to 22.775 kilometer. Let's work out this sum. Ravi purchased 5 kg 400 gram rice, 2 kg 20 gram sugar and 10 kg 850 gram flour. Find the total weight of his purchases. So he purchased rice 5 kg 400 gram, sugar 2 kg 20 gram and flour 10 kg 850 gram. So you have to find out the total weight. So you have to add all the three weights and get the answer. Before adding, here you can see the weights are given in kilogram and gram together. So we will convert them completely into kilogram. Then we can add it. So let's start. So Ravi purchased rice 5 kg 400 gram. You know 1000 grams makes 1 kilogram. Yes? So if I divide 400 gram by 1000, it will be completely in kilogram. We will make it or convert it into decimals. Okay? So weight of rice is 5 kg 400 gram. So 5 kg will be as it is 400 by 1000. So the decimal point will shift taking 3 digits. So 1, 2, 3. So it became 5.400 kilogram. Weight of sugar, it is 2 kilogram 20 gram. So 20 by 1000. So your decimal point will shift from the right 3 places. So 0 to 1 more place will be compensated by 0. So it will become 2.020 kilogram. And the last one is the flour. It is 10 kg 850 grams. So 850 by 1000. So 10.850 kilogram. As you have converted all the weights in kilogram, now arrange them in columns and get the sum. Now find out the total weight. So you have to write the weights one after the other in a column form. So first is 5.00. Next weight is 2.020. And third one is 10.850. So you have arranged all the addends in the same column and the digits of the same place in the same column. So please finish up the addition part. If you finished, you can check it from here. It is 18.270. Write down the final answer. Total weight equals to 18.270. Now we will do subtraction of decimals. Here I have taken one sum. You can see subtract 27.86 from 53.74. So we have to subtract 27.86 from 53.74. As you have already familiar with the addition of decimals, so it will be much more easier to work with the subtraction of decimals. Here also we will convert the decimals into like decimals. Check here, it is 27.86. So after the decimal point, 2 places are there. And 53.74, it is also having 2 places after the decimal. So it is already converted into like decimals. Next, what we have to do? We have to write the smaller number under the larger one in column form, in such a way that the decimal point of both the numbers are in the same column and the digits of the same place will lie in the same column. Now, after that, we will subtract, and it is like whole numbers you have done. In the difference, you have to place the decimal point directly under the decimal point of the given numbers. So let's start. Here you can see 53.74. Under that 27.86. So after the decimal point, 2 places, and before the decimal point, it is ones and tens. The digits will be placed in the correct places. Now we will do the subtraction. So here 4 minus 6. So you have to borrow 1 from 7. So please do the borrowing subtraction and write down the difference. If you have completed, you can check from here. It is 25.88 and the decimal point you have to insert in the same place as it is given. So you can write the difference equals to 25.88. Here I didn't show you the borrowing part. I hope you all can do it. Now work out this sum. So you have to subtract 5.36 from 8.54. Rupees 5.36 from rupees 8.54. Both the numbers are having 2 digits after decimal point. So we can arrange them in columns. So please carry on. So it is rupees 8.54. Under that rupees 5.36. Place the decimal point in the same column. Now you have to subtract. So please do it. If you have done, you can check the answer from here. It is 3.18. So the difference you will write as rupees 3.18. Work out this sum. Subtract 202.54 meter from 250 meter. Here, are they like decimals? No, because 250 is completely whole part. But we have to have same number of digits in the decimal part also. Here 202.54. So 2 digits we can see in the decimal part, whereas 250 it is not having any decimal part. So we have to convert them into like decimals. 250 we will write 250.00. So arrange them in columns like this. 250.00 meter. Under that 202.54 meter. Now we will do the subtraction. Here 250. So you have to borrow from 5. Take 1. Make it 10. And slowly go ahead. Finish up your subtraction and check the answer from here. It is 47.46 meter. So you can write difference equals to 47.46 meter. Now we will solve this verbal problem. Tina had 20 meter 5 centimeter long cloth. She cuts 4 meter 50 centimeter length of cloth from this for making a curtain. How much cloth is left with her? Tina had 20 meter 5 centimeter long cloth. So this is the total length of the cloth. She cuts 4 meter 50 centimeter for her curtain. How much cloth is left with her? So we have to subtract. It is very much clear. Now total length and the length for the curtain, it is given in meter and centimeter. So what we will do, we will convert them into meter, then we will subtract. So let's start. Total length of cloth, how much? 20 meter 5 centimeter. So now I want to convert this centimeter into meter. What is the relation between them? 100 centimeter means 1 meter. So if I convert this centimeter into meter, I have to divide by 100. So I can write that 20 meter as it is, then 5 by 100. Yes, so it will be completely in meter. 20 as it is, then 5 by 100 meter. Now convert this 5 by 100 into decimal. So how it will be? It will be 20.05 meter. We will do same for the length of the curtain also. So she cuts for making a curtain how much? 4 meter 50 centimeter. So we can write 450 by 100 meter. Now 4.50 meter. So I hope you are clear how we have converted into meter. Now we will do the subtraction. So cloth left with her, it is 20.05 minus 4.50 centimeter. So what we will do? We will write in columns. So 20.05 centimeter, down of that 4.50 centimeter, do the subtraction. So it is 15.55 centimeter. So write down the final answer. 15.55 centimeter cloth left with her. Look at the next sum. Rani had rupees 18.50. She bought one ice cream for rupees 11.75. How much money does she have now? So Rani had rupees 18.50. She bought one ice cream for 11.75. So how much money does she have now? So we have to subtract 11.75 from 18.50. So please start. Total money Rani had rupees 18.50. She bought ice cream for 11.75. Rupees 11.75. So place the digits in proper places. Money left with her. Do the subtraction and place the decimal point how it is given for 18.50 and 11.75. From the right, take 2 steps and place your decimal point. It is 6.75. So you can write the final answer, rupees 6.75 left with her. Work out one more sum. Raju bought a book for rupees 35.65. He gave rupees 50 to the shopkeeper. How much money does he have now? So how much money he had or he gave to the shopkeeper? It is rupees 50. And he bought a book for rupees 35.65. You have to find out the remaining money. So what we can write? Total money, what he had, it is 50. So please carry on. Here we have to do subtraction. So 35.65 will be subtracted from 50. So 50 means we have to write 50.00. Raju gave to the shopkeeper rupees 50.00. Cost of one book, it is rupees 35.65. So they are like decimals right now. So money left with him. Please do the subtraction. It is borrowing subtraction. After the subtraction, write down the difference along with the decimal point. So it is rupees 14.35. Please write down the final answer. Rupees 14.35 left with him. Till this much is your decimals lesson. I have given few sums in the assignment. So please try to work out all the sums. And we are going to start the new lesson, data handling. Look at the example here. The marks obtained by 10 pupils of a class in a monthly test are given. See the marks here, 37, 21, 43, 16, 25, 21, 28, 32, 43 and 14. So these are data. So what does it mean by data? The word data means information in the form of numerical figures. So here the information about the marks obtained by 10 pupils you are getting in the numerical figures. So that is data. So the word data means information in the form of numerical figures. And the data obtained in the original form is called raw data. Here what is given? You can see the data, that is raw data. So data obtained in the original form is called raw data. Let's have a quick review of few basic terms used in data handling. The first one is array. Arranging the numerical figures in an ascending or descending order is called an array. So whatever numerical figures you are getting, if you arrange them in ascending or descending order, then it will be called an array. Next, tabulations of data. Arranging the data in a systematic form in the form of a table is called tabulation or presentation of data. So when we are arranging the data in a systematic form in the form of a table is called tabulation or presentation of data. Next, observations. Each numerical figure in a data is called an observation. Each numerical figure in a data is called an observation. Next is frequency of an observation. The number of times of a particular observation occurs is called its frequency. A particular observation, the number of times it is occurring, how many times you are getting back the observation, is called its frequency. Next, statistics. It is the science which deals with collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. Please go through all the terms what I discussed right now. We will continue the lesson. In the next session, I will work with pictograph and bar diagram. So for bar diagram, you need to use your graph papers. So please buy millimeter graph. It is available like loose sheet or in the form of a notebook also. It looks like this. So keep this graph page ready so that we can work in the next session properly. Look at the assignment here. First min, fill in each of the blank space with correct symbol. Greater than, less than or equals to. So there are 5 sums. So please try. Second min, write the following decimals in descending order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimals are there. You have to compare and arrange them in descending order. So I know you can do. Third min, find the value. There are 5 sums. These are addition of decimals or subtraction of decimals. So please work out all the sums. Fourth min, solve the following. This is from your textbook and the page number is also given. Question number also is given. So please open your textbook while doing the sum. Read the question and then answer in your notebook. These are basically addition and subtraction of decimals. Please try to solve all the problems. I will discuss the answers in my next class. Thank you, children.